the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And with a few moments here,
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Magic make a quick stop here in front of their Orlando fans just one game before heading out. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Turner is out there with LaVoy Allen. Then there's Hill, and it's Ellis in at the 2 spot.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
5 to shoot. Free throw line jump shot. Allen's shot is off.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Hill kicks to Turner. George against Oladipo. Left side, George. Let's go. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. The shot's good from Houdini.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Ellis. He had 16 points in the win against Minnesota.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Orlando with the ball after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. It's rebounded by Indiana. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Hill. Pass to Ellis. Off the screen. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Ellis has got his first basket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's Vucevic missing.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
George with the screen on Oladipo. And it's Hill penetrating. And again, it's Indiana converting. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Houdini. Coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And the basket by Gordon.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. excellent job of taking advantage.
Ellis dishes to Hill. Passes to Allen. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Ellis. And Hill has it in the corner. And the Pacers another three.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Fans, get ready for your magic answers.
Chance to check out stats here for George Hill. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's right around 13 points a night.
Payne, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. In Indiana with the change here, too. Larry Sanders is checked in for Turner. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Dishes it to Gordon. Payne kicks to Harris. Magic moving the ball around. Now the pass to Payne. Three-pointer, and that one's good. Payne's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Hill. Screen by Ellis. Here's Sanders. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And while we have a moment, let's find out which point guards have had the best month from the charity stripe. Freak number 1.
He's been a model of consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Yeah, you know, he runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Johnson comes in for Gordon. And it's Hezonja in for Tobias Harris. Out to the right wing. Here's Houdini. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Houdini's got 5 now.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And here's Clarkson. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Clarkson, and the rejection by Smith. Here's Houdini. He has 5.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on George. The Magic shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That's good from Houdini. Both free throws good from Houdini.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pacers trail by 4. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Frank Vogel. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
And we know this coach is very comfortable game planning. He'll have a lot of ideas of how to attack this defense today.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Lavoy Allen. Kicks it to Clarkson. Outside, George. And the rejection by Smith. Nobody near Williams. And the Pacers another three.
Magic timeout.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in scoring, first in steals, and he's a devastating finisher.
Magic leading by 4. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Houdini is out there with Payne, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Magic. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And checking out Indiana, 9.5 games behind.
And right now for the Pacers, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, and frankly, I would have been surprised if they had gotten off to a hot start. I mean, I don't see a whole lot that leads me to believe they can be an upper echelon team.
Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hill. Orlando's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Houdini. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for Houdini. He has 11 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for the Magic. Outside Hill. The feed to Ellis. All alone. Makes it 2 points there for Houdini. Houdini's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and field.
And George, here we go. Good, the assist goes to Hill. That's 7 points for Paul George. The Magic leading by 6. Here's Houdini. Sanders with the steal. Ellis on top, guarded by Oladipo. Screen by Sanders. And here is Ellis. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Shot clock at 2. Hill, no good.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Here's Houdini. He's got 15. Vucevic is screen on George, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Gordon goes in. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Sanders with a screen on Harris. 16 feet away. The shot is off. And Orlando the other way now. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you'd see a team get that hot away from home.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
George. And it's George again missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Houdini passes to Oladipo. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. And now a 10-point Magic lead.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Knocked away. Pass to Houdini. Back to Harris. Good D by Sanders.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
George dishes to Sanders. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Let's take this moment to bring you a leaderboard featuring a very well-rounded group. The top rebounding small forwards in the NBA the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' game. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Yeah, I think they all have that little bit of extra edge to their game that allows them to put up the kind of rebound numbers usually you only see from power forwards.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He had 37 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you. There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Orlando leading by 3. Here's Houdini. Sanders with the double team. Here's Vucevic, and again it's Orlando converting.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Ellis kicks to Hill. There's a good screen. Pick up by Hill. Outside for George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. The drive by Gordon. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Here's Hill. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Hill playing well. 9 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue.
And the first half comes to... Here we go now, the start of the 3rd quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin, Clark's the only guy I know that could call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it.
I appreciate that, Clark.
That's good, Clark. On the court right now for the Pacers. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Allen. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. Orlando leading. Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. He dishes it to Oladipo. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that
Hill kicks to Ellis. Allen, a screen on Oladipo. Ellis, the pass to Turner. It's George on the wing. And the Pacers another three.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Vucevic somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Vucevic has got 12. Indiana's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Hill dishes to Ellis. They set the pick. Pick up by Hill. And George kicks to Allen.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Larry Sanders is checked in for Indiana. And Allen drops them both. Magic have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Gordon with a screen on Hill. Here's Houdini. Can't get it to go. Good D by Sanders.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Hill passes to Ellis. It's back to Hill. Down low. Vucevic with the block. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
George dishes to Sanders. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Houdini. Sanders with the double team. Kicks it off to Gordon. The dish to Oladipo. Pass to Houdini. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off on the layup. The Pacers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Hill with it. Picked up by Harris. Ellis. And he can't bank that one in. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him. Inside. That's good from Allen on the assist by Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And Orlando making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. Outside, George. And taken away by Johnson. Out left to the wing. Magic moving the ball around. There's the pass to Houdini. Johnson with a screen on Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson the screen. Here's Houdini. Shot no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Clarkson kicks to Williams. To the paint. Here's Sanders. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Sanders has got the game tied up here for the Pacers. Here's Houdini. He's got 19. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 7th in scoring, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
Smith checked in for Vucevic. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Houdini. No good. Nice D from Williams. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that's going to be a travel.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what.
Indiana leading. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Houdini at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Oladipo against Ellis. Shot clock at 5. The drive by Hill. And that one hits back iron. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. They now take the lead. And the Magic lead by 1. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
He kicks it to George. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
It's been tough for them to try to slow down George. He has 15 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be. And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Turner with a screen on Harris. And George, here we go. Here's Turner. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Turner's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers. The Magic shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Kicks it out to Gordon. Feeds it to Oladipo. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Allen. Deep 2 from Hill. Shot is no good. Nice D from Houdini. From deep. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Pick up by Hill. Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful team.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Houdini. Gordon with a screen on George. Houdini. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Houdini's got 28.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting.
George against Harris. And George kicks to Hill. Shot to stop the run. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Houdini. Pass to Vucevic. Works a big height bounce and goes in. And the Magic lead by 5.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that coach grew up.
Ellis outside. 6 on the shot clock. Nobody near George. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Here's Houdini. They set the pick. There's the double team with Allen. Harris outside. Gordon with no one around. And it's Ellis with the rebound. Pacers trail by 3. And George kicks to Hill. And that one goes long.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Back to Oladipo. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence. Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Here's Houdini. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles' turn.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
The Magic making a switch here. Payne's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Harry Sanders is checked in for Turner. And George, here we go. That's good. George has got 10 points here in the second half. Here are the Magic now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Houdini. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 3rd rebound tonight. He feeds it to Ellis. Inside. And George kicks to Hill. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, we're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart. Guys?
Lock at 6. And George, here we go. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Houdini passes to Payne, dishes it to Harris. Here's Houdini. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
He hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he had in the first half.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Fans, get ready for your magic answers.
George against Harris. And George, here we go.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first. They really had to have those free throws. It's down to a 1-possession lead.
Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Houdini. High post Vucevic. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Hill kicks to George. Kicks it out to Ellis. Connects! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Monte Ellis, one of the great scorers in the game, and his team is getting his best effort right now.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the paint, here's Vucevic. Nails it!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Hill drives in. Yes! And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Yeah, that one kind of took all of the life out of him there, Kevin.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy.
Oh,
I don't remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
3-second difference between shot clock and game time. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Sinks it, and now they trail by just 4.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
On the wing, Ellis. Turner dishes to George. Off target from outside. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, your defense was obviously a huge part of getting the win here. How much of an emphasis was that for you guys tonight?
I make sure that we play strong defense. If I got someone on my team dogging it out there, I'm going to bark in their ear about it. Lazy defense means it takes longer for us, for me to get the ball back. You feel me? And that's taken away from my shot. You know, that's not cool. Doris, that's not cool.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight, and you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.